I'm only going to be on here for a few minutes. I just had I know nobody's in here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do this, and y'all can go back and watch it, because I'm going to lose service before too long. But I didn't sleep very good last night, so I just sat there thinking, and I got to thinking about this guy that my family knew my whole life. It was a friend of my dad's, and he worked with my dad. Sorry, that's why I didn't want to go live. And they grew there, and really funny guy, really fun time to have around. He was an absolute nut. And you'll have to go back and watch this, because I'm driving and I'm not going to lose service really quick, but I just want to tell a funny story. I thought about this last night. This guy's no longer living. He was a friend of my dad's, but he was a wild one, and he had this girl. He has several girls that stayed with him from time to time, but he had this girl that stayed with him, and she had left. She was bisexual, and she had left, and she had moved in with a woman, and she had came back and told him she was pregnant. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not going to be able to read the comments because I'm driving and my phone's off to the side. But she had got pregnant, and she came back and told him that she had got pregnant. And he was like, well, it can't be mine. I've had a vasectomy. And she's like, no, you haven't. You haven't had a vasectomy. And she got mad. She, hung up the phone or whatever. I think she had called him, not came down there. She had called him. So this nut gets in the bathtub and tries to give himself a vasectomy. I'm pretty sure Ryan had mentioned the story, but he didn't tell the details. He had tried to give himself a vasectomy, y'all. And he cut himself and ended up doing something. I don't know what he done. And it got infected. It got swollen down there. And he ended up having to go to the hospital. And he didn't damage anything bad. He ended up being okay. But this fucking nut tried to give himself a vasectomy. And, oh my God. He was wild, y'all. I could not believe that he did that. This guy was an absolute nut. He was maybe a couple years younger than my dad. And, like I said, friend of the family, we had known him for years, and I don't know what he thought that would prove, because a DNA test would still prove that he was the dad. I don't know what he was thinking, how that would save him, but yeah, he was going to give himself an at-home vasectomy. So oh my God, this guy was a great friend of my dad, and he was so funny. He was like, when he came in the room, you knew you were going to laugh, and I don't know, he ended up passing away some few years back, and I don't know why I thought about that last night. I know Ryan had mentioned it on here once and was like, ask my Aunt Gail, it's true, and it was true. He literally did that in his bathtub and ended up in the hospital, and I don't know. We've known some crazy people, y'all. It's I don't know what he was thinking. But I also want to talk about, sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. I just have my phone propped up because, I don't have a phone holder in here. But, and then, the video Dirty South, my two kids were in that video, Billy and, Courtney. And, that's a true story too. That song is. And the video doesn't really depict the story, but because, of course, Billy got shot, the bad guy, and the bad guy in the real story, nothing happened to him. But it is a TBI case that's still open. And I don't really want to say the names because the daughters are still alive. But it did happen in Cheatham County. I I want to say one of the daughters doesn't really believe that the dad did it, but the dad killed the mom. They never found her. The dad was never charged, and they tried to charge the dad with everything in them. Cheatham County tried to get him. The mom was never found. The dad ended up leaving Cheatham County. Cheatham County tore the house down. The lot is still vacant. Dad was a horrible, horrible person. One of the daughters, there were two daughters. One was Patty's age, and one was my sister-in-law's age. So the one that was my sister-in-law's age moved in with her and her family. The one that was my Patty's age moved in with us when we were kids. And they had an older brother, and I think he moved out of state with a different family member of theirs, if I remember it right, because there was 3 kids. It was a horribly abusive home. And from what I heard, the mom wanted to leave. And he just got rid of her. And the case was unsolved. It's still unsolved to this day. So Dirty South is a song about a true story. Just the video is just changed a little bit because it's changed to the way we all wanted it to end, but it didn't end. So, but yeah, that's a true story too. So, but yeah, some stories from Cheatham County, y'all. Craziness. But I just thought I'd get on here this morning because I couldn't sleep last night, and I had those 2 things going through my mind, and I was like, I know the vasectomy story is something that would be funny, but then the Dirty South video, that's a true story. So kind of sad because, if something tragic like that happens, you kind of want, some kind of justice. And the guy lived for years. He moved out of Cheatham County, and he moved to Humphreys County, because I knew where he moved to. Lived out the rest of his life. Never got charged. Nothing ever happened. Of course, rumors go around in a small town, and they say, he put her in a barrel of concrete, and she's in the bottom of the Cumberland. Of course, we'll never know. They did say that our guidance counselor at our high school at that time seen him with her that morning, and she was the last person to see her with him. So she was with him that morning. Of course, his story is she left him, but she would have never left her kids. She loved her kids very much, and like I said, the home was abusive. She would have never left her kids there, not to leave them in what they were living in. But one moved in with us, the older daughter, and then the other one moved in with, my sister-in-law, now her family, and graduated high school and went on with their life. And yeah, of course they were taken from him because it was a bad situation. But yeah, so true story there. But I just felt like going live this morning. I haven't done it in a while, and I figured I'd tell those 2 stories because it was pretty good stories to tell. But I'm fixing to turn on Sam's Creek, and there's a 0 service there. So I hope you guys had a great Easter, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. And it's going to be a little chilly here, so that's not good times. But oh well, it'll get better. But you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. See you guys later. Bye-bye.